He has moments that I like him when it's his own track, like Car Wash. Like, I really fuck with Car Wash. I like, I bump in the whip. I like the heavy bass. I like shit that you could put on. You know what I'm saying? And you could just ride to. And I feel that he got
Cash War. You said Car Wash.
You said Car Wash.
Oh,
yeah,
no. I need some bifocals. All right.
Car Wash.
I'm on this shit.
Bumping that shit.
Get bifocals on this shit. That in Hip Hop album review, Gunna, Drip or Drown 2. So in this review, right, because we some old motherfuckers, it's not our shit. So we needed to balance this out. So we got our interns. I'm gonna let y'all introduce yourselves.
Ramil, I'm a GSU, and I'm a filmmaker. You know what I'm saying? Intern here at Dead End Hip Hop.
My name's Huey. I'm an intern here at Dead End Hip Hop, and I help to edit and shoot the Is the Mic Still On highlight videos.
Nemo, I'm also an intern at Dead End Hip Hop. I'm a rapper, filmer, photographer.
We are Low Mid. We're a multimedia collective. All of us make art, 2 of us make music, we make films together, and we have a podcast sponsored by Dead End Hip Hop called the Low Mid Podcast, where we basically talk about like pretty much everything, but from like the young nigga perspective. Yeah. Our next episode, we're gonna be doing a Juice WRLD album review.
Oh, wow.
Check us out.
Go to deadendpodcast.com. The stuff will be on there, or you can just subscribe to the Dead End Hip Hop podcast feed. Just go whatever podcatcher you guys listen to. It's on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Pocket Casts. It's everywhere. And just go in and type in Dead End Hip Hop, and you'll see there the first 2 episodes already
One more time, what it's called?
The Low Mid Podcast, LOWMID.
Cool.
The Low Mid Podcast, the interns at Dead End Hip Hop, they helping move our business forward. So thank you for all of our Patreon supporters. Thank you for everybody watching it now. Gunna, Drip or Drown 2. My brother, look, like I always say, my brothers, and they getting older now. I had to realize
crazy,
that shit.
right?
Crazy as shit.
Yeah.
Crazy as shit because, I don't care if y'all know my age. I'm 35 and my youngest brother is 8 years younger than me. They still keep me up to date with the young man stuff, and even their ear is a lot different now, even compared to even your age. Yeah, my brother put me on to Gunna, and I didn't realize I knew who Gunna was previously because he's been featured on a lot of music.
Yeah.
After listening to this and listening to him being featured all over the place, I came to the conclusion that I like Gunna as a feature artist.
Yeah.
But him, by himself, it's too much of the same shit.
It
right?
sounds the same.
It's just very samey.
Yeah.
And it's just like, he has moments that I like him when it's his own track, like Car Wash. Like, I really fuck with Car Wash. I like, I bump in the whip. I like the heavy bass. I like shit that you could put on. You know what I'm saying? And you could just ride to. And I feel that he got
Cash War. You said Car Wash.
You said Car Wash.
Oh,
Yeah, Cash War.
I need some bifocals. All right. Holy shit. My bad. I'm older than motherfucker.
I was trying to remember too. I was trying damn, I don't remember Car Wash. I'm like, damn, that must have been a bonus track. God damn.
That's a deluxe edition, man.
My bad. Cash War. You know what I'm saying? I like shit that when you driving, you can feel it in terms of like the bass, and you don't have to pay attention to the artist, but you know what I'm saying? You ride into it. And I feel that Gunna does that as an artist overall, but I perform on features, man, because I was just like, after like the first couple tracks, I'm just like, bruh.
So
The first time listening, I skipped through. Let me hear this next one. Damn, same shit.
Damn.
God, it was just.
Man, y'all get him, man. Y'all go ahead and get him.
I agree, but Gunna can get very repetitive, like on his own stuff. But how you gotta listen to Gunna is, I recommend like throwing his album on a playlist with other artists and like putting it on shuffle, and that's how you listen through it. Because if you break them up, it's a lot better. And what you're saying a lot with like bumps in the whip type thing, like listen to this, I realized like from the first song, I was like, Gunna is the perfect artist for a category that we call on the way to the function music. So
Yeah.
that's how you listen to Gunna, like on the way to the party.
On the way to the party,
You just throw him on, not listening to what he's saying, and just like if it gets you hyped, then that's a good Gunna song. And if you have to skip it, then it's not. So I walked away like liking more tracks in that context than I thought I would, because I was like, okay, this is making me feel hyped, this is making me feel lit. But I wish like it was some like he mixed it up a little bit, because it did start to get a little similar.
With his style, how does he mix it up?
Right. What else does he know how to do?
Exactly.
What
So,
else does he know how to do?
so I think that was the other thing that I took away. It's kind of like, okay, I know I want something else because this wet drip flow shit, that wave he's creating.
Yeah.
Right. Like, I get it. Cool. I feel it. However,
Change the inflections in your voice sometimes. Kind of like how Lil Baby, because Lil Baby can do it. You know what I'm saying? Lil Baby does it. He changes like the inflections in his voice.
But
sometimes.
even on here on Derek Fisher, like they kind of sounded very similar.
They do, but if you listen to Lil Baby closely, he goes up and down, and he changes the tone of his voice and stuff like that.
He plays.
Gunna's like the same, like throughout, bro.
Gunna should go like the Travis Scott route and just get a whole bunch of features. And that's how he can.
Oh, he could break it up that way too. That's another way.
Get a whole bunch of different sounding features, so that you're like more of the accessory. Cause like it's in smaller doses. That's why I even like the smaller tracks. Like after a while, like the songs that are reaching like 3 minutes and stuff, like past 2:30, like I was like, okay, this is enough. Cause he's just kind of saying the same thing.
Right.
So that's how I would recommend. Like just get some different sounding features, and then you're just like the little buffer type thing.
To me, that was the only songs I liked on here was the songs that had Young Thug, Lil Baby, and Playboi Carti. Everything else, like Rob mentioned, he has no influctuation of his voice. He sound like I would get more enjoyment of a Young Thug album more so than this album, because I feel like Young Thug is more interesting as an artist. He experiments a little bit more. This dude, he didn't step out the box like at all. I feel like this is my first time.
He like, this is what I do, and I'm gonna keep doing.
And I'm gonna keep doing it. But I've never listened to a Gunna project. This is my first time listening to a Gunna project full.
Nemo, so on the first episode of the Low Mid, you reviewed it somewhat. There, I think you were still a little early, still working with it.
The Gunna, this one right here?
Yeah.
Okay,
So have like your thoughts changed? Do you have some more to add to what you said on the podcast?
What did you say on the podcast? What you said on the podcast?
Well, on the podcast, I was pretty much just infatuated with the whole atmosphere he was going for. You know, like the whole watery flow.
Oh, okay.
And all that.
Oh, that's a good point, actually.
Yeah,
because of it being
that's a good point.
I noticed that Wheezy and Turbo kind of gave him that trap airy-ish atmosphere.
Yeah. That's a good point, actually.
Yeah, so the production from Wheezy and Turbo, it really like complements the flow that he's trying to go for. I think it sounds like if Georgia Aquarium had like some elevator music, this would probably be perfect for that.
Oh, wow. That's actually a good
I fuck with it. I fuck with it. I fuck with that.
That'd be dope.
I fuck with that.
I like that too, because then you can listen to it in small doses. Like,
It's all
okay. Yeah. I'm just saying, no, I really, because like I like the album more than I expected to. But like after a while, like it starts to feel like homework. Like I'm like, okay, let's try to get to the. And then there are some hyper songs towards the end that start to perk you back up. But in the middle, like if I wasn't listening to it for the review, I would have had to like come back to it. Or like I said, put it on a playlist with a whole bunch of other songs. Then in that context, it's
repetitive, man.
So basically, you're saying it takes a little more extra effort for you to listen to it.
Yeah, towards the middle and stuff.
You should have to do it if the album is good, though.
Yeah, or make the song shorter. Like,
or is it simply what my man said, Nemo? Like, is it like mood music? You know what I'm saying? Because that's basically what he's saying in a nutshell. It's mood music.
Yeah, and you identified the mood. Yeah. It's going to the on the way to the function.
But some of the songs were not good enough to be on the way to the function, and those should be taken out. Like it's like what's that song I wrote down?
Because how many songs is on the total? It's like 16.
Like I don't know why. I felt like he kind of like started to get a little bit more sleepy and slow down. And I know he was trying to be a little bit introspective with like some of the stuff he was saying, but like the energy was too low on that song. So I was like, see, no, I can't listen to this on the way to function.
Which song is that again?
I don't know why, or IDK.
Oh, but I was really messing with that song though.
I didn't download that one, so I don't know if I like that one.
I started perking back up when Three-Headed Snake came on. Then I was like, okay.
Yeah,
Three-Headed Snake was fire.
But like,
Three-Headed Snake was fire.
So why you like the song that he don't like?
The melody that he was going for in that one, and then like the way how spacious the 808s are and how cautious I think Wheezy puts the 808s in the beat is what really like carries the vibe for a moment. Because like even though he's really not going into depth of what he's saying, it's just the flow and the generality of what he's saying is what keeps me interested throughout the like 2 or 30 or something.
So Nemo, you were talking about how the beats or Gunna's flow was complementary to the beats. So who would you say like kind of outshined who was did Gunna outshine the production? Because for me the production is kind of what kept me intrigued, and then it was Gunna. Right, like with the melodies and everything that you're talking about, like he was again, like I think he's a cherry on top type of artist. You know what I'm saying? If everything else is set and it's like, damn, this is good, but it's not great, go get Gunna.
He's that extra sauce.
He's that extra sauce. So for me, like I enjoyed this more so for the production versus Gunna.
I agree with that. I'm on that.
I don't know. The beats was kind of repetitive.
I was just getting ready to say.
But I mean, they were the best parts of those songs that were good to us, though.
The beats pulled you in. Then they started to get repetitive.
Right.
And then like I think like Yao Ming, like those beats that started. You didn't like that song? I liked it because it was something different. Like I was like when the beats started getting different again, I was like, okay, now I'm back in it.
I feel like a lot of artists nowadays too, like especially like a lot of artists have a lot of albums that don't sound different. Like that don't sound like very differentiated.
I think that's Atlanta artists. Like and that was kind of the thing.
Whoa, don't generalize them like that, Ken. Like we can no longer just label like Atlanta artists because there's too many of them that have broken out of the mold.
Yeah,
it's just like Childish Gambino, Childish Major.
I'm talking about this style of music.
Trap.
All of this style of music. Yeah, trap artists.
Not no trap artists.
Like you got Future, you got Young Thug. You telling me that Gunna and Lil Baby are not seeds of
this is pretty much great value of like, Young Thug and Future.
Like aren't they like all in the same label or something?
Okay, so
go ahead.
Okay, so Young Thug is the one that found Gunna and I think Lil Baby. So Gunna is actually signed to YSL, which is Thug's label.
So those are just all the like dudes that were easy to get into the mainstream because they're right next to Thug and shit like that.
Yeah.
But you gotta kind of go out your way a little bit to hear the more diverse artists.
Yeah, and plus Thug serves as a mentor for Gunna in a way.
I mess with trap sounds. I like trap producers and all that stuff. I just think with this particular artist, you have to be more interesting, I guess for me personally, to kind of be like, oh, okay, like 21 Savage. And I'm not saying you gotta be all super lyrical, all that stuff. Like, I like 21 Savage album. That's not super lyrical, you know what I mean? Like, but at least you're interested. You know, you do some way to keep me interested, and this dude just didn't.
So I don't know if this is good or not, but because I think it's just far out. Because I haven't been paying attention to lately, like what's going on in the city of Atlanta. Normally, you know, I saw the rise of Young Thug when Scooter was trying to do some thing, when Bankroll Fresh was out here. Like all of these dudes out here. I just haven't been paying attention lately. So Lil Baby snuck up on me and Gunna snuck up on me, and then I didn't even know they were from Atlanta until I started, preparing. I was like, Lil Baby from here and Gunna from here. Mm-hmm. So this whole new interesting sound that they have being byproducts of Young Thug is somewhat interesting to me because, is this going to become the new norm for a couple of years?
It's definitely going to be part of the new norm, Ken, because they're part of this wave. Gunna and Baby are getting major collabs. So to me, what that tells me is that they're gonna be around for a while. I don't know if they're gonna have like that longevity that we talk about in hip hop to be considered like a legend. I don't know if they have that type of longevity. No. But for the next 3 to 5,
I can tell you that.
Okay. And here's the thing though.
Young Thug barely has it.
Young Thug has it because of the artists that he collabs with. And I don't know if he's ever
losing it. No, he's not. Go ahead.
Because he was interested in doing something different.
Right.
He was eccentric. He was right.
But he's definitely not being as consistent as he once was. Mm-hmm. So he's starting to fall off.
Right. So if he's falling off, just imagine the byproduct is going to fall harder.
Nah, because I think the people that come
falling off.
I don't think so either.
Nah, really? Why?
Because at this point, Thug has he's vetted in the game, so he has the respect where up and coming artists will just mention him.
It's not nowhere near what it was when he first came out.
Okay.
The allure has gone away a little bit. Like the appeal has been watered down now. It's like, because it was just this thing about Young Thug. He was all in the news.
It was all exciting.
Yeah.
I feel like once he drops a new album, then his name,
the momentum's gonna pick back up.
Yeah.
I mean, he has.
I don't think
I
so.
feel like he has.
One more thing. But you can blame the fact that his hype has died down
Right.
on the label because 300 is kind of bad.
What no one mentioned is that this album had no hooks. Like it was
No, it did, though.
No hooks.
It was hooks. It had plenty of hooks actually. Like it had.
It sounded like
It sounded the same. It sounded the same. B, are you serious? I'm serious. I'm dead ass serious.
I was like, it's no hooks.
That was gonna be one of my criticisms. It's like
Wait a
you
minute.
know what's gonna
So
happen.
it's on this album?
Hook, rhyme. Hook. It's like the basic
Rhymes and the
template.
hooks just sound the same.
Yeah, it just sound the same.
You can't tell the difference between the
It sound the same. We finished. I'm gonna show you.
Oh my
It was
God.
one of my critiques. I was like, damn, I already know what's about to happen. He about to come on the track. Beat gonna start. Hook gonna come. Then he gonna go into the rhyming. It sound the same, but it's a hook.
Wow.
Like sitting on a mountain or some shit like that. Some mountaintop.
I feel so stupid.
The fact that you can't differentiate the verses and the
It
hook
is a
huge
problem. It is a problem.
This is the reason why I disagree with you, Rod.
As
that
far as what?
in terms of the longevity or these type of guys, or was it you that said it? These type of guys falling off
I
because
think Ken and I both probably said it.
okay, I don't think that they're gonna fall off quick if they fall off.
What do you decide is quick though?
2 years. Two
Oh, no,
years is
That's a
quick.
decent stay.
What do you mean? That you're here today, gone tomorrow?
I mean,
2
true.
years.
Yeah.
Because you're talking like 2, maybe 3 projects.
So you think
maybe.
they're gonna last for another 2 years?
I think they could last 3 to 5. It may be more.
I think Gunna just started. I think he has. I think he might be
He
a
has
star, man.
potential. Exactly.
So 2 years is decline, is what I'm saying. In 2 years, it's not gonna be the hype. It's not gonna be that big. Is what I'm saying.
And that's where I disagree. I think, especially for Gunna, I think that he can.
Okay.
Because like think about the critiques that we're saying, right? Like he still has room to improve.
But I don't can he and will he?
We don't know. We don't know. But because of who he's already collabing with, and
He ain't Drake, dog.
I'm not saying he's Drake. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. But I don't know, man. I have a feeling about Gunna and his progression.
More than Lil Baby, or
It's too specific.
I would think Lil Baby probably.
Here's my thing.
Here's the thing. So you know how we be talking basketball players?
yeah.
Lil Baby's closer to his ceiling than Gunna is.
Okay.
And I like Lil Baby.
The last thing I wanted to say about Young Thug right quick is I feel like he's at like a comfortable space. Like he's not dying down or he's not still at where he was. But with Gunna, what he's gonna try to do is try to get to that same spot to where he's comfortable and like he does his thing well and people get him for features and you know he just able to get a nice feature in and out every once in a while. So I think I agree with Feefo. I feel like he has a lot of potential if he develops his sound a little bit because he is just starting. I feel like because I don't know, his melodies are really nice and he knows how to like get on the beat really well. If he just can mix it up a little bit every once in a while, evolve a little bit, then he'll stay at a comfortable spot, especially because he's right there with Thug and all the other people that he's doing features with.
And he's getting a little bit more looks, and I think here's why I think he has potential to break out. Somewhat is because I just people watch it, right? So one of our clients, I was playing this album a couple of weeks ago, and she was like, "Who was that, Gunna?" And I was like, "Yeah." Well, she was like, "What you playing?" I was like, "Oh, that's Gunna." She was like, "Oh yeah, I like him." Or like, he's the one that has that song, and she named the song. And I was like, okay. Now, if you met this person, you were like, yeah, there's no way you listen to Gunna, or you would even like a Gunna song.
Yeah, I know we said we don't listen to like the lyrics for Gunna, and you just put it on the background. Was there any lyrics that stood out to y'all?
Well,
I couldn't remember, bro. To be honest, bro.
I wrote down 3 that were just funny.
I think Cash War was interesting. Is that the one we talking about?
Remember any of the lyrics?
I don't.
See, the thing about Gunna is like
What you got though?
with those with his songs, cause like they'll be repetitive like we said, but then out of nowhere he'll just say something that just stands out that's funny to me.
Okay.
Like, I wrote down I think 2 lyrics he said. The first one is he said, "My diamonds gonna dance, they come and enhance my dick in her hand, I bet it get 8." And I don't know, when he said that, I was like, what the fuck?
What does that even mean?
Okay.
Hey, it means hey, I don't know.
Oh my God, he said it means I don't know.
But it sounded funny and it sounded fire on the beat. And then the other
because it didn't necessarily rhyme.
Right.
Yeah,
Maybe that's why it stuck
the
out.
way he said it on the beat, I don't know, it just sounded.
Yeah, no, I get you. Like sometimes you can say something on the beat without it actually rhyming and it flows.
Because
Like, I
the
get
way
you.
he raps, the sauce that's on it doesn't necessarily have to rhyme exactly every time.
Right.
Like, and then he said, she starts sucking and won't let me part first. She made me bust a nut. That's a starburst.
Okay.
What song is that from?
That's on.
But is Cash War the one where he's
Baby
talking
Birkin.
about not going broke again or making money
I was
for?
gonna bring that up.
Okay, yeah.
It could be some lyrics that see, I feel like if he could capitalize off that and mix it in with his flows and stuff, that would give him some more longevity. He'd be like, what the fuck is that? And just replay it.
So more non-rhyming ass bars.
More funny bars.
actually.
More funny bars.
Yeah.
I mean, if they just gonna be different just for the sake of being different, then I say do them.
It works.
Right.
It'll help.
It worked for 2 Chainz, and it worked for 21.
Exactly.
Yeah.
21 just
Yeah.
say some shit. Yeah.
All right, favorite track. Man, y'all funny. Oh, I ain't going first.
Go ahead, B. Go ahead, knock it out. All the features.
Yeah, Derek Fisher, 3-Headed Snake, and Same Young Nigga.
Yeah, With It, Cash War, 3-Headed Snake, Derek Fisher, and Baby Birkin.
With It was the opening track, right?
Yeah.
He did open it up pretty good.
Yeah.
He did open it up pretty good.
Outstanding, Cash War, Baby Birkin, I don't know why, and 3-Headed Snake.
Same Young Nigga, On the Mountain, 3-Headed Snake, Derek Fisher, and Yao Ming.
Outstanding, Richard Millie Plain, Yao Ming, 3-Headed Snake, and Same Young Nigga.
Give me Cash War, Derek Fisher, Baby Birkin, and Same Young Nigga.
You gonna throw Carl watching that bitch?
Gunna, if you watching, I can't really honestly say I'm looking forward to whatever you come out with next. But if I listen,
Bro, hold on. We all took that to say. Kind of seen that shit, man. Damn, no. He's like, it was the most nice way to say it.
don't listen to me, pretty much. Like, don't mind my opinion on your album. I just feel like you should have kind of at least switched up your flows, made it a little more interesting, and yeah, because it got flat real quick for me. Like I said, don't listen to me, but I wish you the best of luck.
I can't say this is a bad album because I really don't know. Like, your seemingly overnight rise to success kind of snuck up on me. So yeah, I don't really have a verdict. But like B, I definitely hope you definitely succeed in what you're doing. I do think you have potential to be like somewhat of a star, out here. Just based on the things that I've seen. Keep doing your thing, man. I'm watching. I'm watching from afar, so I'm paying attention to see what you do. But that's it. So continue doing your thing, man.
Oh yeah, I gotta. If you're watching this, I messed with the album. It gives off a really good atmosphere. Keep on doing your thing. Give us more stuff. Keep trying new stuff.
I like the album more than I expected to, so that's good. You make some good on the way to the function music. Keep doing that. Cut out some of the fat. Like, you can make your song shorter when you start repeating the hook like the 3rd or 4th time. Just cut that out. But other than that, there was a lot of strong tracks on here that I liked. And yeah, man, just keep dripping.
Well, first of all, I want to say congratulations on just all the success you've had so far. And as far as this album, I would say that, like Pee Wee was saying, trying to differentiate your sound a little bit, mix it up, be a little bit more diverse. There are some bangers on here that I like. You had a couple good songs on here, but I would just say, mix it up. It's my best advice to you just for your future projects.
Gunna, if you watching, yeah, man, I think that you are the perfect compliment, and I enjoy you as an artist. But as an individual solo artist, I want to see how you grow, how you take what you're currently doing and you just mature and actually taking chances with sounds and melodies and artists that you collab with, because I think since you are the perfect complement that's why I feel that your potential is high, because I feel that you can learn from a lot of different artists. And if you take something from everybody and add it to your own, you're gonna be a very unique artist. You already are, but I think that's gonna even propel you to be even further unique than anybody else in the game. And, for the most part, I enjoyed it, but you sound a lot samey right now, and that's why I'm interested to see how you progress in the future. But you know, you make that bump in the whip music, you know, stay dripping, I guess.
Stay dripping.